Regular exercise can have a profoundly positive impact on depression and anxiety as well. With lockdown at level 5 currently, people are encouraged to establish an exercise routine at home. But to talk to us more about this as to how can we go about staying mentally positive and exercising at the same time, we're joined now on the line by Anton Van Niekerk, who's a Natural Health Practitioner. Mr. Van Niekerk, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the SABC News channel.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the viewers.
Thank you so much for coming through. Let me just pick up on the previous story that we've just had now. Reports of anxiety amongst the children attempting to commit suicide as well. So how do we include them in our daily routines of exercising just to make sure that they remain physically healthy as well, but mentally as well?
I think the best thing is to get a routine in your daily house, your daily routine, and definitely to put in an exercise program that can include the children and to make it fun for them as well, and to make them feel and have a sense of belonging, and also something to look forward to as a daily activity.
But how can we make it fun for them?
By being creative and putting things in that they will enjoy, but to get them to move, because the body needs to move. They need to be physically active instead of just sitting down and not moving around. Make it fun by, interactive things that they will enjoy. So people just need to use a lot of initiatives there.
So I've given a bit of background on the importance of remaining physically healthy and mentally healthy as well. But why is it still important to practice exercises, your exercise routines under the lockdown?
There's various reasons why exercise is very important, because it helps to lower your blood pressure and cholesterol and reduces the risk of any heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. It also helps maintain muscle mass and density, preventing conditions such as osteoporosis. Physical activity helps to keep your immune system working effectively as it flushes bacteria from the lungs and airways, increasing white blood cell circulation and raises body temperature, all of which helps the body fight infection, which is very important at this time of being locked in.
And I suppose not just for our physical well-being, but for our mental well-being as well.
Yes, absolutely, because keeping active is also a great way to ward off some of the psychological issues associated with being cooped up for an extended time. Being active helps to lower stress hormones such as cortisol and promotes the release of feel-good hormones such as endorphins, which helps you not to get into a depressed state, as you just mentioned earlier on.
So, as I said, that lockdown can lead to a lot of anxiety, depression even, as well as stress. So, what can one do to help reduce anxiety during this lockdown period?
By doing activities where you obviously are interested in, like a hobby, reading as well. It doesn't always need to be physical. Find new things to do, and have something to look forward to, and take the mind off the present and the now of the situation that we're all going through. Find an interest, and if you can find an interest that keeps you physically active, even better so, because throughout this time of uncertainty, something that we can control is our health and well-being. So whatever your situation is, try to keep active, eat healthy, and stay well hydrated. That is highly recommended for everyone.
And the reality is that if you just sitting at home the entire day, you literally run out of ideas. You eat, you exercise, you do a whole lot of things. You read, you watch TV, and you end up not knowing what else to do. I want us to talk a bit about meditation rather. How does meditation help in stressful situations under lockdown? What's the importance of one meditating?
Meditation is very important because it actually helps to completely relax you and to bring you into the present moment. And also it helps to bring more oxygen with the slow breathing, because meditation involves a lot of breathing. And then what the breathing does, it actually brings more oxygen to the brain. So you can think clearer, make better decisions, and who knows, maybe come up with more ideas to keep yourself active.
Can we also use this time for some introspection and perhaps self-reflection?
Definitely. There's no better time than right now to do that. And also to plan things once we come out of lockdown as to what to do. Give yourself something to look forward to, and set yourself new goals to do once we're out of the situation.
So we've also seen the World Health Organization highlighting the importance of encouraging mental and psychological well-being during this particular COVID-19 lockdown. Your advice really to our viewers for staying strong mentally, physically. We've spoken about exercising, we've spoken about creating the daily routine for your physical well-being and your mental well-being. Just give us some advice as to how we can go about coming out of this lockdown still sane.
Are you referring to once we're out of the situation, or whilst we're still in the situation of lockdown?
Currently into once we're out of the situation.
Okay. So currently having a daily routine is very important. Even if it's making up your bed, cooking, your daily routine, one has to carry on with that. And also then to find the time to exercise, to meditate, reading, find a new hobby, and also to set goals for yourself once we come out of lockdown, so you will have something to do, to keep your mind positive as well.
All right, Mr. Van Niekerk, thank you so much for talking to us. Anton Van Niekerk is a natural health practitioner, really talking to us about the importance of staying mentally and physically healthy during the lockdown, what you can do and what you should not do. So he says that you should create that daily routine that you can follow. Bring your children into this particular routine as well, because the reality is that having kids sitting at home the entire day, they literally run out of ideas on what to do next. So include them on this daily routine of your exercises, meditating, as well as he says, a bit of reading here and there. And as he says, this is the best time to self-reflect and also introspect. Let's take a quick break. I say today.